Hello, beautiful Libras. It's time for your weekly reading, May 8th to the 14th. And I hope we're going to have a fantastic week. And I am planning on it. Very optimistic about the situation, and I hope you are too. So I'm going to do a really fun, simple little spread for you today. Today's the first day I've ever done this spread. It is just going to be 3 cards, which are about you, and then 3 cards, which will be about what's going on now, basically, for your week and moving on through your month and what have you. And also another 3 cards, which we can maybe formulate some kind of an answer out of, advice, what you should do in the near future, and we'll figure it out, whatever it may be. So let's get into it. Haven't had him today, or her. Oh, maybe, did I have her? No, but I definitely didn't have him. You're worrying about something. Libra. Ooh, this isn't great. Not great. You've got something on your mind that is very sad or upsetting. Excuse me, I'm allergic to everything. It's spring. And my life is kind of about hacking away, so I can't keep stopping and starting, otherwise I'll never get anywhere. And you won't get an accurate reading because I'll keep flipping cards, so it's best that we go with what is here, no matter what kind of condition you hear me in. So this is very sad. You have some sadness here. So let's kind of get into it. So let's see what this has about you. So this is the Queen of Cups. She's a water sign. She's very intuitive, very loving, very passionate. Maybe that is a person in your life who has influenced you and made you the person you are. Maybe your mom or a sister or somebody, or your significant other, somebody who has, really influenced you. It can be your daughter if you're of an age to have an older daughter. I mean, although, like I tell you, these, typically the queen is somebody who's more advanced in life, who's at least, a grown woman who's running something, whether it be her business, her family, her home, her something. Just at that certain stage in life to have that level of confidence and overseeing something. It doesn't have to be that way. You could have a kid who is so advanced and self-assured and everything, you could perceive them as the Queen of Cups. It's very unusual, but it could happen. So that could be somebody who's influenced you, or it could be a facet of your personality. Here we've got a card, the Four of Pentacles. You will hear a lot of readers say this is about somebody being stingy, wanting to hang on to your money. Now, those things could be the case with you, Libra, but I'm going to say you guys are really typically quite practical and fairly good with money. So sometimes I think this is just wanting to hang on to what you've got, or, you might be, sort of squirreling things away to purchase a home or make a major purchase or whatever. And I think this card sometimes comes up for that kind of a situation. Also, I know this card comes up for me because I don't want to let go of my family. Everybody's growing up and I want to keep them close to me. And so this is the card that shows up for that. So, it's just hanging on to something, whether it's in a stingy way, whether it's in a possessive way, whether it's in a positive way. I mean, I know I'm putting a positive spin on my situation, but I love my kids. I didn't have them so we could all be separated for the rest of our lives. But, they are adults and they can make whatever choices they want to. But if I had my way, we'd all at least live close to each other so I could have a relationship with them forever. So, I know that's not in the cards for everybody, but I would sure like it to be. So if you have that kind of a situation where you want to hang on to something that you feel is yours, you might get this card for that. There are so many situations, good or bad or indifferent. You're trying to hang on to something. And that may be a facet of your personality. I think that because you guys tend to be fairly good with money, or at least in my experience, Libras are, because it's all about the practicality of the situation. Um, I'm going to say that it might have something to do with that, not necessarily in a negative way. This is a person who could be bored, and as a result, maybe not noticing this floating cup, this opportunity or person or situation that perhaps should be noticed. I do find that Libras can get quite bored. I mean, I know I'm generalizing. You don't all fit into one box. You have your own nuances and what have you. However, you guys tend to like things to go a certain way, generally speaking, and when they don't, I think you can get bored, disillusioned, a bit antsy. Sometimes you make a decision to, okay, if it doesn't happen in X number of days, I'm going to bail on the project, which is not always unreasonable. Depending on the circumstances, that might be exactly the right decision. You just have to weigh that out. But I'm going to say, if these situations make sense to you, then perhaps they do apply to you. When the reading is general like this, you have to decide whether or not this particular reading applies to you, because I don't have you in front of me. I've got people, lots of people the reading is for. So if it seems to apply to your situation, great. If it doesn't, then, obviously it's not your reading. The Star. Okay, so this is what's currently going on. And I feel like there's some serious turmoil going on for you right now. Something that you're not going to let go of too quickly. Something painful. You feel trapped by the situation. I'm going to guess it could be a love relationship. Libra's affairs of the heart can be quite complicated. I think you're hopeful about it. You don't want it to result in heartbreak, but you're going through some heartbreak right this minute. And I mean, I can just feel the waves of anxiety when I see this. Feeling trapped, feeling like you don't know what the next step is, really like worrying to the point of complete torment. I mean, I hate to see these cards. I really, really do. But I see a lot of pain here. Now remember, these are thoughts. These are thoughts. I know there are actions that have taken place to make you think these thoughts, but they will not last forever. They will not last forever. You can overcome this. You will. You absolutely will. So your outcome. So I guess we have to figure out where this thing is heading. I think whatever it is, you have to look at it and find the clarity in this situation. Whatever it is it a love relationship? Is it something else that's causing you pain? Usually affairs of the heart are what cause us pain. Have you lost somebody recently? It could be a parent. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be your best friend. There could have been a death. I'm not seeing anything that specifically says that. But sometimes these cards come up for something where you're torn apart. I'm guessing it's a love relationship. I mean, there's so much pain here. But you can get out of this. Don't let yourself be bound to something that makes you feel this way. If this is a love relationship and you're in it, and this is how you're feeling, it's not the path. It just isn't the path. I mean, I can tell you that for a fact. If it's over or winding down or ending or has just ended abruptly, take a very deep breath and do not torment yourself with the thoughts of, woulda, shoulda, coulda, because that's not going to help you. It's not going to do anything for anybody, and you need to be on top of your game to deal with this situation. So let's look at what we've got. Let's start with this. Okay, so if this pain is like, it feels like there's nothing you can do about it, but your heart is not actually pierced. It may feel like it is, but it isn't. These are like, everything is about your perception. If you don't allow your perception to be that anything tragic is happening, it won't be. And that applies to anything. even when it is. Now, I'm not saying we should deny our feelings. We shouldn't. Do whatever you need to do. Cry your heart out. Cry your eyes out. Do whatever you need to do. Talk to your friends. Talk to anybody who's going to make you feel better to get through this. And I'm not even saying that it has to be solved in a certain time frame. It doesn't. This is your life. You get to do it how you want to do it. And if something is really painful, I mean, I absolutely hate it when people, psychologists and things often, tell people how they should grieve because it's personal. Some people take longer than others. Even for like a lost love or something, there are people who it takes a while. It really does. It takes a while. You can't always just jump back up and be happy the next day. But as much as I say that, you can, there's a lot to it. It depends on what kind of person you are. It depends on how long the relationship was. It depends on, what transpired. It depends on, how you perceive yourself. But in these situations, it is so important to give yourself a positive message all the time. Just tell yourself you're going to be okay, because you will be. Just tell yourself that every time that you're upset, you're just going to take a few deep breaths and feel it. Just feel it. It's okay to feel it. If you're going through something, don't let anyone tell you you can't feel a certain way. Feel whatever you need to feel. Because if you don't dive into it, sometimes you don't get over it. People don't get over things because they don't face it. That blindfold is on. That blindfold. Take it off and just embrace the truth and the clarity of the situation. You will be okay. This will not last forever. I absolutely promise you it won't. You don't have to let it. So we've got the Knight of Cups. So this could be a new love coming in. It could be a new love coming in, or it could be your attitude about love, that you're not going to let your heart be broken to the point of no return. It could be the old lover, that you're feeling the pain over. That's always a possibility. Cups typically represent a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So if that's his sign, that could be about that. But the Knight of Cups might be just coming in to remind you that there's passion in your heart. You've got a heart and soul that will be nurtured and will come back to life. This is not the end of you. Not at all. Whatever the thing is, it's not the end of you. There will be more passion. There will be more passion in your life. There will be great, abundant love. And the Page of Wands, he's about starting something new. He can be a messenger. He could be a messenger about starting a new project or a job or a business or anything. So this is not a fantastic reading, I'm not going to lie, but there's hope here. And we don't want to do false hope for a relationship that's going spiraling down. See, this could mean that I know this is supposed to be about you, but maybe this is an element of your personality. Maybe you're hanging on to this and it's time to let it go. Maybe it's just time to let it go. Use your intuition, just like the Queen of Cups. Use your intuition, go deep, think about what's going on, really face it, just think it out. Think about all the actions. And are you being uplifted? Even if you say, I love this person, okay? You still have to think, does this person have my best interests at heart? Is this person on my side? Is this person making my life a better place to be? I mean, I'm not suggesting that this person is where you derive all your happiness. Trust me. You need a lot of sources of happiness and gratification in life. But is this person making your life better? That's the big question if it's a love relationship. And if it isn't a love relationship, well, it's probably something regarding love. If it's the loss of somebody else, or if it's something you're tormented about with another person. I mean, sometimes these situations can not be as serious as what I'm making it out to be currently. It could be that you've had an extreme fight with your best friend. I mean, it could be a lot of things like that. So just look at the situation so that you're clear, because it is so much easier to deal with something when you're aware and clear and you can face things. You're going to be okay. Okay, Libra, you're going to be absolutely okay. There's good stuff coming in, that I know. A lot of cups, a lot of cups, a lot of passion. You're going to have passion, that's for sure. So don't panic. Sometimes the readings are not the prettiest, but that's okay. Just remember that swords are air and thoughts, and always seek the truth, and you'll be fine. You really, really will. I feel really confident. Go forward this week. You be confident. And I hope to talk to you next week. Have a great week and take care.